My goal is not to sniffle. I sniffle a lot because of that.
Yeah. Time you're it. I'm gonna turn it on.
Alright, you're gonna have to ask me about my depression now, because that's the only thing that's on my mind right now.
I'm gonna turn it off.
Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Now I'm the one with the Zen voice.
The monotone, laid back.
Laid back is good. I don't know what to talk about this morning because the only thing on my mind is my battle with depression. And honestly, most people don't want to hear people talk about depression.
I don't know. I think that would be unfair to say. You know, people as recent as, Kevin Love with the NBA.
From the Cavaliers.
From the Cleveland Cavaliers, as well as DeMar DeRozan from the Toronto Raptors. These have been guys who have recently, spoke a lot about their mental issues and depression. Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, it's brought more light and more attention to what's going on. A lot of people don't understand exactly what depression is.
The truth is, you know how they say you have to walk a mile in someone's shoes?
Yes.
And I have recently spoken about my battle with weight gain due to this pill that I'm on. It's a side effect. And Kevin here can't relate.
No.
I'm going to say that. He cannot. Even though we're not supposed to use the word can't and cannot, he can't relate. He's never been overweight in his entire life. Has he been out of shape before? Probably, maybe at some point, where he wasn't 100%. But even that, he's having a hard time. Think about that. Yeah. He's having a hard time. So if I say to him, have you ever been mentally depressed for weeks on end at a time?
I could say I have memories of almost getting to that point with my college experience. But outside of that, no.
When you think about this time period,
yes,
you're probably able to point to something specific and say, well,
I can say this was the
this
cause.
Is what, yes, yeah, this is what was causing it.
Yeah.
So imagine if you have an issue that you can't point to and say, well, this is why I'm sad. This is why I'm depressed. I want you to understand that when a person talks about having depression, they're talking about, well, they can be depressed, as in sad. Mm-hmm. That's the word that we apply to everything. I wish there was a different word for what this is, because it's not always about being sad. I'm not standing here being sad. I'm standing here frustrated. I'm standing here disappointed, disillusioned. So those, I guess those sound sad, but you see, it is frustration with the treatment. Mm-hmm. I'm not a sad person. Mm-hmm. I'm not unhappy in life. I'm just unhappy up here in my head.
Yeah.
I'm a positive-minded person. Kevin and I took this personality test called the Myers Briggs.
That's right.
I took mine years ago. I wanted, just
about maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half ago. And we are both ENFJs. I'm going to put a link to what an ENFJ is.
That's right.
And it's one of 16 personalities on there. And it's an amazing test. And the E of the ENFJ means that you are extroverted. And I am. My personality is extroverted. Anyone who knows me when I've been in my productive mode knows that I'm a very extroverted person. Mm-hmm. Standing here right now with my treatment off, I'm not extroverted. If you were to look up the definition of an extroverted person, that's not me. So imagine having this lack of control in your life with how you feel. If you are depressed or sad about something specific that's in your life, you can work on it. You can solve it. You can say, okay, I got myself into this sometimes, or something that has happened to you, something sad, something depressing, something truly depressing. There's a way out of it.
Yeah, like I could recall a time, like I said, back in college where my state of just feeling a lot of I almost got to a depressed state. Mm-hmm. There was a huge amount of stress that was on me while I was in college. And I remember before I gave into it or broke down fully, I remember talking with my mother and letting her know, where I was at and what I was feeling. And it was more so just finding a balance in of what I was going through to having an outlet to put all of my energy into.
You had a way out.
Yeah.
And you were able to apply your positive attitude and Kevinness.
I'm a super optimist.
Yes.
I'm a super optimist. So like,
please understand, I'm a super optimist also. Kevin knows this about me. Sadly, I've been in a depressed state for the entire friendship that I've had with Kevin. He's never known me not to be in this depressed chemical state. He hasn't always understood it. He hasn't always even known. I didn't know at first, when we first met, that the issues that I was facing, the issues that I was going through and things like that were due to a chemical depression. I couldn't understand, why am I so not motivated to live? And the truth is, with this depressed state, you don't feel joy. You don't feel the reward of doing something. And when you don't care about anything that you're doing, can you imagine what that's like? To have that, where you work on something and you're proud of it, but you didn't enjoy getting there. You didn't enjoy the journey. And that's the flavor that depression has on anything. So, with all that said, what am I doing about it? Well, when you have chemical depression, you go to your doctor. And so the doctor's views on chemical depression flavor that. And I'm not going to complain about mine because he means well. But the last time that I went to him and said, look, this drug that I'm on, and by the way, I've only been on one antidepressant drug. And many times they say that, you try one and it may work for you if your body has an adjustment to it. Maybe you need to try something else. And I think that's what I'm going through. I feel like I'm barely under treatment now.
Yeah.
And when I went to him, he said, you know what I want you to do? I want you to buy a potted plant and give love to this potted plant and focus on the plant instead of what's causing issues with you.
Yeah.
And you see, he doesn't have chemical depression. He doesn't understand that the plant is an external thing.
Yes.
I don't have any external issues. Yes, we all have challenges. We have things that weigh on us. We have regrets. We have childhood memories. We have all these things. Those are external. Those are things I didn't have control of, and I totally accept that. I'm totally fine with that. This is internal, and I need to get internal help. So when I'm depressed, I don't call my doctor. I don't make appointments. I don't even show up, just saying it. And what I need to do is I need to call my doctor, and I need to go in, and I need to share what I'm going through. So that's what I need to do. When I'm depressed, I don't do what I'm supposed to do. That's good for me. People who suffer from depression, I hate that phrase, suffer from. People who live with depression, they don't take very good care of themselves, always. They're lower on the totem pole. They just don't feel like it. So I want you to know, I want my friend Kevin to know, that I'm going to call my doctor today and make an appointment. And I need to see my counselor. I need to convince people that the treatment that I'm under, the medical treatment that I'm under, is not helping me. I'm not there yet. And until I'm there, I'm not going to give up. That's the positive attitude in me. That's the fighter in me, is I'm not giving up on this. People live with depression. My mother has depression, and she's been under treatment for 20-something years, and she's a happy woman. She's not a drugged happy. She's just herself. And so I hold her up as my icon of, if I can just be like her, if I can go through this journey and keep trying out this and that and this treatment and that treatment until I find my balance, I'm going to keep her as my hope.
All right.
So that was a serious talk, wasn't it?
No doubt about it. And there are challenges in every day. And, no matter what challenges we face, we have to get ourselves together, put ourselves in the right place to execute. We love to believe that we're superhuman and above the human race at times, but we have moments such as these when we wake up and we realize that, man, I'm a real person. I am a human being, and we have things that we must take care of, or challenges we face to be our best selves. And you never know when they're going to come at you, today, next week, a month from now, a year from now. long story short, take care of yourself. Have a support system of people around you that care or seek to understand. Like Mike said, I completely do not have a 100% understanding of anything he's going through.
You just have your observations of...
Yeah, I'm looking at the person. I'm looking at the person's characteristics. I'm looking at the person that wants to be better, because I am not going to be around anything or anybody that is just draining and sucking energy. Negativity is not what we're seeking for.
And that's why people with depression hate talking about it. I don't like talking about it. I don't like thinking. I don't like it. You are my best friend. We are supposed to talk about anything. And I don't like talking about it. Because, again, it goes against my positive nature. That's so ironic that someone with such a high positive nature has this. And it's the complete opposite. It's like a battle going on in my head all the time, 24/7, when I'm not responding well to my treatment.
One of the things...
I'm battling negativity.
One of the things that I've learned at the Pennsylvania State University, while I was there, I learned about going through any type of psychology. You always, before you can help anybody else, okay, and that's really what this is all about, what we're doing, Kevin and Mike, you have to look within. You have to assist yourself. You have to clear up what's within you.
Yes.
And you have to do your best day in and day out to improve on those things. And so
don't give up.
You cannot give up. You have to move forward. People are watching. You have to, you got to talk about it. It's just like when people say, you seem to be frustrated. No, I'm not frustrated. I just have to feel comfortable talking with you. I have to be comfortable talking about this particular topic. You can tell when someone cares and when no one gives a what else.
Yes.
And so we're looking for everybody out there to just open up. You never know what's going to happen when you just speak a little bit into those ears of the people that are listening. There's a lot of positive energy out here, a lot of positive people, and a lot of people that are willing to help. Most people are going through the same thing. And I know there's
something like it.
Something, and I say that because there's billions of people out there.
Yeah.
But people are going through something, and the reason I said that going through the same thing, no matter what the issue, people just feel like they can't talk about it. Get it out there. Let's talk about it. You have any comments? You have any questions? You have any type of input about what we just spoke about? Hey, leave a comment at the bottom of this page right here.
What is your challenge? I'm just curious.
Exactly.
Mine happens to be depression.
Yeah.
Ooh, really quick, Kevin, what's your number one challenge in life?
Really?
Yes.
Trying to do everything I can do and still have more time to do everything, I guess.
There you go.
I don't like...
Kevin's challenge.
Yeah, my challenge is really just trying to be perfect. Again, no one's perfect, but man, I really, really try.
And my challenge is I just want to be me. Yeah. I just want to be myself. Yeah. I want to be me. Me is a pretty awesome person.
Yeah.
So that's who I want to return to being. And I'm not going to give up until I do the treatment.
And neither should you. Never give up.
Till I find my treatment, excuse me. But yes. All right. And we are going to go work out because that's good for the endorphins. That's good for positivity.
And let's see if that energy changes.
We're improving our lives. We're doing all these positive things.
Yeah, let's see if Mike's energy changes.
Boom.
Here we go.
Okay, we're going to change.
Hey, for more videos like this one, be sure to like and subscribe for more Kevin and Mike.
And remember to click that notification button so you can receive more videos like this and more.
It's in the shape of a bell, so it rings and it sends you notifications. But you know what I've noticed? They're very nice notifications.
Oh yeah, certainly.
Yeah, they are.
Certainly.